Hello, welcome to my class. Okay, so this time we will discuss about the introduction, the understanding culture, society, and politics. So our first lesson is cultural variations and social differences in gender. Okay, what can you say about the picture? Okay, in the picture, we can see the different types of people in their statuses. Okay, people play different roles in the society depending on their age and occupations. So there are jobs that require specific gender para makaperform sila sa tasks, while other jobs are both open na pwede siya sa lalaki ug babae. Okay, society may be defined as a collection of people in a specific territory who share the same norms, values, and culture. So these people work together with guidance of social norms to maintain and sustain harmony in society. So in the society, we have different identities. Okay, kaya nga sa inyuhang introduction, you have different identities. So in the society, ang mga tao is they share the same norms and values. Okay, para masustain ang harmony sa ato ang society. And people from the same society are usually distinguished by outsiders in one single category, or ang mga Filipinos are happy and hospitable, no? So tawag nito? Okay, as you can observe, no, tayong mga Pilipino is kanang bisag na atay problema, no, pero dili makita sa tuwa nga na atay problema kay ngano ginakatawa lang nato atong mga problema, and we are hospitable bisag dili nato siya kaila. For example, in our society or in our house, halimbawa kung naay mga occasion and di ba og nay moabot nga mga tao bisag dili nato siya kaila, atoa siyang gina-respetuan kanang minguntag, uy dali kaon nga na good. Next, many people use the terms sex and gender interchangeably because of the perception that these two only refer to the same concept, sex and gender. In fact, are different concepts. In order to understand gender, we must first distinguish the differences between these two terms. So, what is sex and gender? So, sex refers to biological differences that distinguishes human and other animals into two main categories, male and female. So, ang sex, nag-refer siya sa male and female, and it is biological. Okay, so ibig sabihin in the body. So, biological differences between males and females include variation. So, natay ginatawag nga chromosomal structure. So, 2XX for female and X and Y for the male. And we have hormone production. Generally more testosterone production for males and more estrogen production in females, which facilitate development of secondary sex characteristics. For example, lower voice ang sa mga lalaki, wider hips for females, and internal and external reproductive organs. Halimbawa, ang sa mga lalaki is penis and testes, and sa mga babae is vagina and ovaries. So, muna siya ang ibig sabihin ng sex. So, biological. Okay, meaning it refers male and female. Now, gender. So, gender encompasses all the social, cultural, psychological characteristics that a culture assigns to males and females. So, it categorizes whether which behaviors and traits are appropriate for men and women. So, there are two main types of gender: the masculine and the feminine. Okay, so kapag sinasabi nating gender class, so it makes a person masculine and feminine. Halimbawa, Pilipina ay tinatawag na, or Pilipina, dali na natin mabalaan na siya ay babae, and Filipino is lalaki, masculine. So to be clear, kapag sinabi natin na gender, ang pinag-uusapan dito ay ang katangian o kakayahan base sa idinidikta ng kanyang society or paligid. Okay, huwag nating pagpalitin ang term ng gender sa sex. Okay, sex, ito ay tungkol sa kasarian ng tao na babae at saka lalaki. Okay, each gender has its own gender role, which is defined as culturally assigned tasks and activities to sexes. For example, in many societies, one gender role of males is to handle physically demanding activities such as construction work, while females are tasked to handle domestic activities like child rearing and house chores. So, sa ato as diriya sa Pilipinas, ang mga babae are expected to be plain housewives, and they are taking care of their children, while men are expected to be professionals, and they are the one who provide the needs of their family. So, ang mga babae, nalang sila sa balay, plain wife lang jud sila ang nagatiman sa ilahang mga anak, while ang mga lalaki, sila tong nagatrabaho para mahatag ang needs sa ilahang pamilya. Next, so mas tawag nito, ang mga lalaki is mga malalakas at matibay. So, ang mga babae, they are kilala bilang emotional and sensitive. So, kitang mga babae is kanang dali ra siya masaktan. 'Di ba? We are sensitive, makaano lag mga problema, wala na. Magilak-hilak na. So, ang mga lalaki, sila yung mga malalakas at matitibay. Okay, many people are usually confused about the difference between sex and gender because in many societies, gender and gender roles are highly attached to one sex. This manifests that what social scientists refers to as a sex gender system. Okay, which tells us that gender and gender roles are a product of one's biological. So in the society, inaasahan natin na ang mga babae are expected to be feminine and ang mga lalaki, they are expected to be masculine. But this is not the case, especially in the contemporary and modern society. So culture is largely involved in defining gender in society. So the concept of gender as a cultural construction tells us that gender is a product of how society and their culture adapted to the conditions of their natural and social environment. So dako jud kayo siya impact sa ato ang culture, sa ato ang society. So like ang mga like in let us consider a hunting and gathering society as an example. So in such societies, gender differentiation is evident in their division of labor, as gender roles are determined through sex and differences. Since male members are physically stronger than females, they are largely in charge of hunting wild animals for food. So katong mga lalaki kay inaasahan natin na sila yung mga malalakas at matitibay. So sila yung mga nanguhuli daw ng mga wild animals for food. So ang mga babae, because they have natural ability to nurture children through breastfeeding, are tasked to manage the home. So katong mga babae, sila yung mga yung sinasabi ko kanina na they are the plain housewives only, which is taking care of their children. Okay, another example could be the agricultural societies in Cordillera. Okay, the Ifugao communities living in a Banawi still attribute planting activities to their female members due to the belief that women's touch are nurturing. So, ang mga babae daw dito sila tong nagapananom. Kay ngano, naputi ka ng ginatuhan na pag ang babae daw ang magtanom, kay ang tanom daw is mabunga, daghan kaayo siya og bunga. So ang mga lalaki mainly associated with rituals that deal with slaughtering animals such as pigs. So katong mga lalaki sila tong mga taga-ihaw o hayop. So in these examples, it can be seen how a group's adaptive strategy shapes gender roles in the society. So nakadepende siya pod sa like sa lain nga lugar. So sa lain-lain pud nga mga lugar, kung unsay mabuhat sa mga lalaki, mabuhat pud sa mga kababaihan. Okay. So kay ngano na-adapt na siya nga strategy sa ato ang environment. Like karon, so dili naman ingon nga karon ang mga babae is plain wife lang, di ba? Kung unsay mga mabuhat sa mga lalaki, mabuhat pod sa mga babae. Okay, males are expected to act manly and females womanly. However, these conceptions on gender are constantly being challenged as the LGBT and feminist movement struggle to normalize gender equality. So, mo rin siya ang ginaingon nato nga naay dapat ang mga babae is muak as ang mga babae muak as a babae and ang mga lalaki muak as a lalaki. So karon naatay mga LGBT ngano ang mga lalaki lahi na karon. Ang mga lalaki muak na as a babae. Nga natay ginatawag nga mga gays. And ang mga babae nagiging muak na siya as a lalaki. So ang mga babae, di na nila makita na sila'y babae, no? Okay, makita nato na sila'y tumboy, kay nga no, muak man sila as a lalaki. Then, same po sa mga lalaki. Okay, so nakuha? Okay, and that would be all sa atong discussion sa atong lesson 1, cultural variations and social differences in gender.